Hi guys, Cameron Walker here, your favorite Huntsville realtor, and today we're going to talk about the 5 most affordable suburbs in the Huntsville area. I know with prices going up on homes, gas, the inflation index, and rising interest rates, things have just become more and more expensive. One of the great benefits of moving to the Huntsville area is we're still considered one of the most affordable places to live in the U.S. As recently as May of 2022, the median home price of Madison County, the area surrounding Huntsville, was $335,000. So today I'm going to talk about the 5 most affordable suburbs and what you can expect to find in each one of them. So the number 1 most affordable suburb is New Hope. It's located to the southeast of Huntsville and borders Owens Crossroads, another suburb. New Hope is a little bit more rural, has a lot of farmland, several mobile home parks, but there's a really cute little downtown area, and there are several neighborhoods. One of the huge benefits of buying in New Hope is if you do buy a home there, you can get quite a bit of land for the price. It's not uncommon to find homes there with 1, 2, 3+ acres as well. Some of the homes there, or many of the homes there, are going to be on the older side. So they may need some updating, some repair, but that's a good way for you to put some equity in. So I'd say the pros of New Hope are the value, how much home and land you can get for the money, and that it's a really tight-knit community and has a cute little downtown area. Some of the cons are the distance from Huntsville, not a ton of local employers, and some of the homes are going to be older and need some updating. Number 2 is going to be New Market. New Market's located northeast of Huntsville. It's a great area. It's growing quite a bit, and it sits right at the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. So you could be out looking over cotton fields or corn rows in one direction. It can have mountains looming behind you in the other. So great area, a lot of new construction going on in New Market, and it's known for the Madison County schools there. It is zoned for some highly ranked high schools and others. So, when we look out there, low population currently, but it is growing month by month, especially with all the new construction going on out there. There is another cute little historic downtown area, and there's a lot of existing homes in that area too. It's another part of town or another suburb where you can get quite a bit of land for the price, but it's going to be a little bit more expensive than New Hope. Some of the newer builds out there that have quite a bit of land, priced more in line with what you'd see in Madison, Huntsville, or Owens Crossroads. Some of the older homes that maybe need some updating or repairs, those homes you can get 3+ acres and be much lower than you would be in some other parts of town or closer in suburbs. Right, so when we run through the pros and cons of this area, it's not too far from Huntsville. You're within 30 minutes of being in downtown Huntsville, well within. You've got some great schools out there, and you can still get a lot of bang for your buck. On the downside, it is a little bit of a drive to get in, and if you're going to the Arsenal or Cummings Research Park, you're going to have to add a little bit of time from downtown Huntsville. Some of the homes are going to be a little older and in need of repair, and New Market is a pretty big area. Depending on whether you're in South New Market or North New Market, it's really going to impact your commute, what style of home, and what price range you'll be in. All right, our 3rd most affordable suburb is going to be Toney. Located northeast of Huntsville, you're still within 30 minutes of downtown, and it's a great area. It is fairly rural as well, once again with more development, more growth coming into the area, but you are going to see a lot of farmland in this area as well. You're not up against the mountains. It's going to be either fairly flat with farmlands or lots of trees in the area. A lot of great hunting and fishing up in that area, and you're fairly close to the Tennessee border. Once again, you're going to be in Madison County schools, a zone for some really highly ranked schools in that area as well. There are a few pockets with existing neighborhoods there. The homes aren't too old. They're within 20-25 years of age or younger, and nice little area there. Downsides of living there, there's not a lot of development out there yet. So there's limited shopping and dining options, and you're going to have a drive into town. Now, because you're on the northeast side of Huntsville, you are going to be a little closer to Cummings Research Park and to the Redstone Arsenal than you would be at some of these other communities and suburbs. All right, number 4 on this list is going to be Harvest. Harvest is a great area, and it covers a big swath of land just north of Madison. Some great features about Harvest are you're really close into town. You have multiple options for how to get to the airport, to Cummings Research Park, to Redstone Arsenal, or downtown. You're also fairly close to Athens and Decatur and I-65 that runs north-south if you need that as a commute option as well. Harvest is a mix. North Harvest still has a lot of farmland, but Southern Harvest, as you're getting closer to Madison, is really well developed. There's a lot of restaurants, a lot of communities, a lot of new construction going on in that area, and you're going to have a wide variety of homes available to you below that $335 median price for the area. This could include new builds, with 3 to 4 bedrooms, and existing homes with maybe a half acre plus. Now, of course, there are larger homes and more expensive homes in Harvest as well, but you're going to get a broad swath and a good look at a lot of different things. Once again, for the most part, you're going to be zoned for Madison County schools. However, you do have to pay attention when you're in Harvest, and some parts of Harvest overlap into Limestone County, where you'd be zoned for those schools and those taxes, and some parts of Harvest are actually zoned for Huntsville City schools. So depending if the school choice is important to you, that's going to determine where you want to live within Harvest. So pros for Harvest are going to be great bang for your buck, a lot of options when it comes to home styles, sizes, and prices. And you're really close to a lot of community-wide amenities like the airport, commuting options, shopping, and dining. Downside's going to be some of the homes over there are older. There are quite a few like mobile home parks, things like that in the area. So if that's going to be a concern for you, you do want to pay attention to that when you're looking at where you're going to buy. And that it can be difficult to know what tax zone you're going to be in and what school zone you're going to be in. So you definitely want your realtor to help you determine that when you're looking. All right, the fifth and final of the most affordable suburbs in the Huntsville area is going to be Hazel Green. Hazel Green's located really just due north of Huntsville, right up 431. It's going to be the farthest out from Huntsville as far as drive time and getting to Cummings Research Park and or the Arsenal. But with that said, it's also one of the most developed. 431 running right through the middle. You have several, chain restaurants, local restaurants. You have a lot of shopping and dining options. And while it may take you a little longer to get into town, it is a straight line shot to get there. That said, as you move further and further away from 431 and get out off the main roads, it does become rural very quickly. So there's still a lot of farmland in that area, but new developments are being built by the day. There's a lot of new construction going on in that area, and you can get a lot of bang for your buck. So again, when we talk about pros and cons for Hazel Green, we're talking about how much home you can get for the money. There is still good value in land up there. And there's going to be a wide variety, especially with new construction homes. The existing homes in Hazel Green are going to be mostly on the older side, not exclusively, but mostly. And then when we talk about the cons, it is a longer commute depending on where you work. And, some of those homes may be a little bit older if you're not looking strictly for new construction. All right, I hope this helped you guys out. I've had a few infographics up on the screen for you. Down below in the description, I've put links to each one of these communities with the homes that are for sale. And some of them, like New Hope, there's only 2 or 3 homes on the market at any given time because it's not a really fast-growing area. Versus like Hazel Green, Harvest, Toney, New Market, there could be upwards 20, 30 homes on the market at any given time. Almost all of these areas are going to have a high amount of new construction. As we've come into this time of year and interest rates have continued to rise, the builders kind of got caught a little flat-footed. They'd started a lot of homes, needed to get them out on the market to get them sold. So it's a great opportunity to take advantage of the builder inventory surplus. They're offering more incentives, more closing cost help, things like that, maybe more options at a discounted price. And with the closing cost assistance that they offer, it's a great way to mitigate the rising interest rates, as you could potentially buy your interest rate down and be below the market interest rates. So just something to think about when you're moving to the area. Most of these new construction homes are anywhere from immediately available to a month out, upwards of 3 months out. So anytime through the rest of the summer, early to mid-fall, you're going to have a lot of availability for new construction homes. Now, as these builders sell off their inventory, they're going to slow their building process. They have to. With the rising interest rates, there's just not quite as much demand as there used to be. And they're not going to put a lot of that inventory in the ground. They're going to go back to doing to-be-built homes or dramatically lower the number of spec homes. So you're kind of in a golden window right now to be able to take advantage of their current pricing and their current incentives while they have the inventory available. If you have any questions, give me a call. My contact information is always in the description below. Thanks for watching.